Hi guys! Welcome back again to our YouTube channel. My name is Lovely and I arrived in the US under the K-1 visa program. Maraming salamat nga po pala sa inyong lahat, sa lahat ng sumusubaybay at nagsuporta sa ating YouTube channel. I've been trying my best to read all of your comments and try to respond to the best of my knowledge. And it's been a while since I last posted a video about our K-1 visa journey and tutorial. But for today's video, I'm going to share with you my hands-on experience or how I prepared my flight from the Philippines to the United States. Just a disclaimer, hindi po ako immigration expert, hindi rin po ako immigration lawyer. So lahat ng information that I shared in this content are based on my personal knowledge and a hands-on experience when we process our K-1 visa petition. Thank you so much to all of you guys who have been very supportive. I read all of your comments and your feedback and your positive comments in our YouTube channel. Please continue to subscribe and keep updated para sa ating future uploads. Alright, so to start, let us check the requirements. So I created a checklist of requirements before my flight to the United States. To start po, what are the mandatory travel requirements? Number one is at least your passport or your Philippine passport must be valid at least 6 months. Of course, with your US visa. So for K1 holders po, dapat po sa Philippine passport ninyo, meron na kayong nakatatak na K1 visa. Alright? Of course, you have a confirmed airline plane ticket booking. So you are probably preparing now for your flight to the US. So this might be helpful for you guys. Next is, so you have your passport valid and with US visa. And then meron na rin kayong confirmed airline plane ticket. Alright, and next is you have to have your printed CFO digital certificate. Meron din po kayong babayaran na travel tax. And at the same time, you have to register to the e-travel. And also, you have to hand carry and prepare your yellow packet, which we will discuss one-on-one, okay? So the first one would be is your Philippine passport with your US visa. So as you can see, you cannot travel outside the Philippines or sa country of your destination if your passport is not at least valid 6 months validity. All right? So the 6-month rule is a common requirement that your passport must be valid for at least 6 months from the date of entry or departure to or from the country you are visiting, guys. So if your passport is expiring soon, please consider renewal as early as possible. Alright? So, of course, with your passport, dapat meron na kayong US visa na naka-attach po dyan. So, for K1 holders, you have to have the K1 visa attached to your Philippine passport. Okay? The next requirement is your plane ticket booking. So, these are just one of the major airlines that have flights from the Philippines to the United States. And in my experience, we booked for a flight via United Airlines from Manila. And then, ang aking first port of entry is in San Francisco. And then, I have a connecting flight from San Francisco to Orlando, Florida. So for the rest of you guys, you can check the other airlines like Philippine Airlines, Korean Air, Japan, Singapore, Qatar. You also have Cathay Pacific. So these airline companies have the best deals. So always check and book your plane ticket as early as possible to take advantage of the affordable plane airline rates. Okay, so another thing to consider when booking a flight is, of course, kailangan po your passport and visa is ready, valid po, at naka-ready yung inyong Philippine passport. Book your flight as early as possible. Also, you have to get your baggage allowance, travel insurance, and you have to check the airline reviews and airline reputation. Also po, you have to check if they provide seat and meal preference. you have to check your first port of entry and layover, and then you also have to check the expiration date of your passport. So sa lahat ng mga airline companies naman, on international flights, they usually have or they offer complimentary meal. So may kasama na po talaga siyang meal dun sa flight ninyo. So kasama na siya. What is the first point of entry in the US? So ito po yung port of entry, the first airport you land at in the US. So even if you have a connecting flight, you need to go through the immigration procedure, pick up your luggage, recheck it, and then get on to your next flight. Okay? So if you're flying from the Philippines and you are a Philippine passport holder, though Filipinos need a visa for layover in the US, so yes po, lahat naman po ng mga, basta Filipino passport holders po kayo, and if you have a layover in the US, you need to have a visa po, a US visa. Third would be is mandatory po na you have to have a printed CFO digital certificate. Okay? So, yung certificate na yan, as you can see, is dapat po meron siyang nakalagay na country of petitioner citizenship. Alright? Dapat nakalagay dyan is United States of America. Also, please take note na dapat wala po siyang expiration date. Alright? And then meron po yung date registered. And then meron din siyang QR code. And nakalagay po dyan yung pangalan niyo. So you have to check the spelling of your name na nakalagay sa CFO Digital Certificate. Is CFO needed upon departure in the Philippines? Makakaalis ka ba kapag wala kang CFO Digital Certificate if you are immigrating to another country? Hindi po. Hindi po kayo i-allow ng Philippine Immigration. Hindi po kayo makapag-board sa plane ninyo kapag wala po kayong digital certificate. So you have to make sure that you have your digital certificate ready, printed po, at ipipresent po yan sa Philippine Immigration Officer. Alright? Okay. So what happens if Filipinos try to leave the airport without the CFO certificate? So you would be denied boarding po kapag wala kayong CFO certificate. So get your certificate bago po ang inyong flight. Next is the travel tax payment. So meron tayong binabayarang travel tax. So ang travel tax sa Philippines ay 1,620 pesos. Pwede nyo po siyang bayaran sa airport. Meron naman silang booth doon na pipila kayo to pay for travel tax. If you want to skip the long line, hassle-free, you can pay in advance before your flight. You can settle your travel tax payment. Punta lang po kayo sa website ng TIEZA, T-I-E-Z-A website, and yung nakikita nyo sa screen, pwede po kayong mag-register dyan. Ilalagay nyo po ang inyong mga flight details, your personal information, including yung passport details ninyo, saan yung destination, kailan yung departure date, and then they also accept GCash payment. So that's what I did para less hassle na pag nasa airport ka na. So you just have to go through the the check-in counter na without, lining up again for your travel tax. Okay? I believe for first class, ang bayad po ng travel tax ay 2,700 if I'm not mistaken, but economy class is 1,620 po pesos. Okay? Number 5 is you have to register to the e-travel registration. Punta po tayo sa etravel.gov.ph. Meron din silang application. So, you have to register at least 3 days before ng iyong flight or within 72 hours ng iyong flight. Bago ang iyong departure and arrival, dapat nag-register ka na sa eTravel po. Free po ang registration. Punta lang po kayo dito sa website. And then, ipiprint nyo po yan, and then ipipresent nyo din po yan sa immigration officer sa Philippines. Okay? Number 6 is yung yellow packet. Okay, so ito yung pinaka-importante po ang yellow packet, alright? So, yung yellow packet will be presented na nakasealed siya sa US port of entry. Sealed po ha, never na buksan, never na open. So, dapat po, ingatan nyo po yan, dapat i-hand carry nyo po at i-secure nyo po siya sa sarili ninyong mga kamay bago kayo mag-fly, okay? Hindi nyo po yan ipipresent sa Philippine Immigration, okay? Hindi po, okay? Ipapakita nyo yan, ibubuksan po yan sa port of entry ninyo sa US. Yung pinakaunang land nyo ng airport nyo sa US, doon po ninyo ipipresent yan sa US Immigration Officer. Okay? Kailangan po, before your visa expiration date, you must travel to the United States and present your visa and the sealed immigration packet to a US immigration official. You will take the packet with you when you travel to the United States para hindi siya mawala. Hindi po siya ilalagay sa check. I do not recommend na ilagay nyo sa check-in baggage nyo, but i-hand carry nyo siya para mas safe. Okay? Alright, so those are the mandatory requirements. Now, ano naman yung mga iba pang mga checklist ng requirements that you think might be helpful na dalhin nyo sa US? Number 1 is yung Philippine SIM card roaming service. So, before ako mag-flight, nag-research muna ako kung paano ko i-activate yung roaming service ng aking Philippine number. Okay? Kasi sa Philippine number, if that is the same number that's connected to your government-mandated benefits such as yung SSS ninyo, Pag-ibig, PhilHealth, yung inyong Philippine bank accounts, kung meron kayong mga credit cards, you have to settle that before your flight and register to the online banking para maiwasan. Meron pa rin kayong access when you are traveling, when you go to the US na, you can still access your online banking account using your Philippine number. Okay? Aside from that, nag-request din ako ng several copies, original copies of my civil documents such as yung aking PSA birth certificate, kung kailangan ko din ba ng another copy of your TOR, ayan, and other documents na palagay nyo is kakailanganin nyo sa pag-settle nyo dito sa USA. Alright? If you have questions on how to register to a roaming service, I'll be creating another video, separate video for that. That's for the Globe, Smart, TM. So, madali lang naman siya, guys. Okay? Alright. Now, another po to consider is yung ating baggage allowance and carry-on. Depende po yan sa airline company. So, kapag may nag-book na kayo ng flight, makikita nyo yan sa plane ticket niyo kung ano yung dimension ng bag na check-in baggages na kailangan allowed. Okay? Meron siyang dimension, yung weight niya, ilang pounds ba siya. Usually, in my experience, 2 yung check bags ko. So, dapat each bag is 50 pounds. So, parang mga 25 kilograms each. So, dapat i-check nyo yan bago kayo mag-flight. Mag-check kayo, i-weigh nyo yung inyong baggage para to make sure na hindi kayo mag-over baggage kasi mahal po ang baggage kapag sumobra kayo dun sa allowed o sa limit ninyo. And then, mag-search din po kayo ano yung mga food na hindi allowed to bring to the US, okay? Especially yung mga Filipino food natin, yung mga cravings ninyo, so you have to search. Prepare your travel itinerary. So, I highly recommend to please double check and prepare your travel itinerary. Especially if you're traveling from outside Manila, na yung mga galing pa sa Mindanao area, Cebu, tapos yung main flight ninyo is nasa Manila. So, you have to prepare your travel, make a travel itinerary to make sure na hindi kayo malate sa inyong, inyong flight. Especially kung may connecting flight kayo in Manila, take some time and make extra time para makapag-travel kayo on time. And next is the travel insurance. This is optional but highly recommended. In case of emergency, pwede kayong makapag-rebook, makapag-provide ng accommodation ninyo, or any health conditions or health-related emergencies along the way, kailangan po meron kayo, prepared kayo, secured kayo using your travel insurance. Also, guys, don't forget to create a list of emergency contact information. So, importante alam nyo kung sino yung tatawagan ninyo in case of emergency. Also, prepare for pocket money. So, no need to bring extra cash in Philippine peso, guys. So, I suggest na magdala lang kayo ng enough money that you can use to pay or to when you buy something inside the airport, in Manila Airport while waiting for your flight, pwede yan. And then, pwede rin kayong pwede naman kayong gumamit ng credit card, or I suggest that you can also prepare for extra cash like in US dollar in case na kailangan ninyo, alright? Of course, spend quality time with your family while you're still in the Philippines kasi it will take time bago kayo makaalis, bago tayo makauwi sa Philippines. It will take time. It takes a lot of money and effort, And then, pamper time. So, make sure that you visit your dental clinic, your dentist, kasi mas mura pa sa Philippines kapag kayo po ay mas mura ang dental check-up sa Philippines. And then, pamper time, magpapasalon ba kayo? Especially for those of you who have plans or may mga, pagdating sa USA, malapit na rin yung kanilang wedding plan. So, kung gusto nyong mag-pamper time na while you're still in the Philippines, so you can also do that. Kasi mahal nga po pagdating na dito sa US. Iba na yung mga presyohan natin. Alright? And you know what else you need to do is to eat your favorite Filipino food, because things will never be the same when you are already here in the US. So enjoy your time while you are still in the Philippines. Okay? So what's next? We will be answering questions from the comment section. So that's gonna be the next topic for this video, just like in what you see on the screen. And let me know in the comment section if you have any more questions. You can also, reach out to my YouTube channel. You can please subscribe to keep updated of my next video. And at the same time, guys, I also have a Facebook page. For those of you who wants to reach out to me via Messenger, please follow or, like my Facebook page in the screen to get us connected. At the same time, guys, maraming salamat for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!